Yes, Grandma and Grandpa are sitting in the front row of the play. Need to watching the.
What day is it? It's April 22nd,
I think it is.
2010, and we're at Kelly's Meadowlark Preschool.
No, it's Wednesday, April 21st.
21st, 2010.
And we're here for the play, for the Mother Goose Fairy Tale presentation.
All right.
This play to you about Jack and the Beanstalk.
All the way down to the end. You know, the other end.
Jack will be played by Henry. Jack's mother will be played by Leslie. The bean seller will be played by Kelly. The giant's wife will be played by Megan. And the giant will be played by Alish. You may take your places. Long ago, there lived a poor woman and her son Jack. A mean giant had killed Jack's father, stolen all their money, their magic hen, and a beautiful heart. The day came when they had no more money to buy food to eat. So Jack's mother said,
Jack, take our cow into town and sell. Then we'll have money to buy food to eat.
So Jack took their only cow into town, and along the way, he met a strange old man who asked him,
Where are you going, young boy? I'm going to town to sell our cow.
And the old man replied,
I'll give you 5 magic beans for your cow.
and Jack said,
Okay, I'll trade your cow for those 5 magic beans.
Jack proudly took the beans home to his mother and said,
Look, Mother, I traded our cow for these 5 magic beans.
Jack's mother was angry and she said,
Foolish boy, now we will be hungry.
She threw the beans out the window and sent Jack to bed, as they had no food to eat. When Jack woke up, he noticed a huge beanstalk had grown outside his window where the beans had fallen. It grew so high he couldn't see the top. He decided to climb the beanstalk. And he climbed for hours and hours. When he finally reached the top, he saw a great castle in the clouds. In the doorway stood the biggest woman he had ever seen. Jack was hungry, so he went up to the big woman at the castle and said,
Please, ma'am, I'm so hungry. May I have something to eat?
and the giant's wife said, Jack had just finished the bowl of food and he heard the giant stomping down the hall. And the giant's wife said,
Behind us over the giant.
then they heard the giant say,
Time, fuss, puff, I smell the butt of an Englishman. My dear, you always smell the delicious supper I've cooked for you.
She gave the giant his supper. The giant ate it, and then he said,
Bring me my bags of gold so I can count them.
so his wife brought his gold over, and after counting them, he fell asleep. Jack realized this was the gold that had belonged to his father, so quietly he crept out of his hiding place by the stove. He grabbed the bags and ran to the beanstalk and climbed down. When he got home, Jack said,
Look, Mother, I brought home the gold that belonged to Father.
and Jack's mother said,
I'm so happy.
gone, and Jack decided to return to the giant's castle. He put on a disguise.
It's behind you. Let's give him that.
He put on a disguise and climbed up the beanstalk again. When he saw the giant's wife, Jack said,
Please, ma'am, may I have a glass of water?
she didn't recognize him as the same boy, so she brought him to the kitchen and gave him some water to drink. Soon they heard the tramping of heavy boots, and the giant's wife said,
Quick, boy, hide behind the stove for the giant will take.
Jack ran to hide beside the stove. In came the giant, and he roared,
B-I-O, I smell the blood of an Englishman.
the giant's wife says.
My dear, you only smell the delicious surprise for you.
She gave him some supper, and he ate it. And then he said,
Bring me my hen that lays the golden eggs.
so his wife brought him the hen, and the giant said,
Hen, lay me a golden egg.
and the hen did. Soon the giant fell asleep, and Jack crept out of his hiding place. He grabbed the hen, and he ran to the beanstalk and climbed down. And Jack said,
Look, Mother, I brought home the hen that belonged to Father. It'll lay golden eggs and we can sell them.
and Jack's mother said,
I'm so happy. Now we can always buy food and we will never go hungry again.
Jack was a curious boy, so he decided to visit the giant's castle one more time and see if he could find his father's magic harp. He climbed up the beanstalk and he hid in the castle. Soon he saw the giant's wife eating supper together. Before long, the giant sniffed the air and said,
Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman.
The giant's wife got up and looked beside the stove because she thought that the little boy might have come back, but no one was there, so she said,
My dear, you want to smell the delicious supper I cooked for you.
the giant and his wife finished their supper, and then the giant said,
Bring me my harp that sings.
the wife brought him the harp, and the giant said,
Sing, harp, sing.
the harp began to play a beautiful song, and soon the giant and his wife fell asleep at the table. When Jack heard the giant snoring, he knew it was safe to creep out of his hiding place. He grabbed the harp that belonged to his father and ran toward the beanstalk, but the harp began to play, which woke up the giant and his wife. The giant jumped up and ran after Jack, who was already climbing down the beanstalk, and Jack called to his mother,
Mother, bring me an axe.
The giant was halfway down the beanstalk when Jack took the axe from his mother and chopped the stalk down. The giant fell down with a crash and died. Jack, his mother, and the hen lived happily ever after, and they were never hungry again.
Thank you very much. All of you boys and girls did a great job.
They sure did.